Please remain standing and join Catherine Joan Hoggett, Bachelor of Music, Music Education Class of 2022 degree candidate, in singing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rugged red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that
Good morning. Please be seated. And thank you, Catherine, for that lovely performance. I'm Carl Schultz, Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs here at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to our Winter 2022 commencement. Today, our commencement platform includes the flags of the United States, the state of Wisconsin, and, new for this ceremony, the flag of the Ho-Chunk Nation. The Ho-Chunk have lived in Dejo, or 4 lakes, in what we now call Madison, for time immemorial. UW-Madison's Our Shared Future initiative is an ongoing effort to educate the campus and the broader community on the Ho-Chunk Nation and the history it shares with the university. These flags, acknowledgement, and our actions are symbols of the commitment to work toward the well-being of citizens of the state, the nation, and the world. As provost here at UW-Madison, I work with the deans of all of the schools and colleges to ensure that we are offering academic programs and an overall educational experience that is second to none. Our faculty pride themselves on our very deep commitment to undergraduates, graduate, and professional education, and I am very proud of the hard work and effort put forth by each and every faculty and staff member here on our campus. At this time, then, it's my great honor to introduce you to members of our official party, who are some of the people who help make the university the remarkable place that it is. I'm going to ask each of you to rise when your name is called and remain standing. I'll ask the audience to please hold your applause until all members of the party have been introduced. Chancellor Jennifer Mnookin. Very good. Charlie Berens, our keynote speaker. William Karpus, Dean of the Graduate School. Daniel Tokaji, Dean of the Law School. Glenda Gillespie, Dean of the College of Agricultural and Life Sciences. Eric Wilcox, Dean of the College of Letters and Science. Diana Hess, Dean of the School of Education. Linda Scott, Dean of the School of Nursing. Mark Markell, Dean of the School of Veterinary Medicine. Lori Resor, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs. Charles Hoslett, Vice Chancellor for University Relations. Rob Kramer, Vice Chancellor for Finance and Administration. Jay Rothman, President of the University of Wisconsin System. Kirstan Gimse, our Class of 2022 Speaker. Robert Golden, Dean of the School of Medicine and Public Health. Ian Robertson, Dean of the College of Engineering. Vallabh Sambamurthy, Dean of the Wisconsin School of Business. Soyen Shim, Dean of the School of Human Ecology. Steve Swanson, Dean of the School of Pharmacy. Steve Ackerman, Vice Chancellor for Research and Graduate Education. LeVar Charleston, Deputy Vice Chancellor for Diversity and Inclusion, Vice Provost and Chief Diversity Officer. Christina Olstad, Dean of Students. Sarah Shute, Chief Alumni Officer and Executive Director of the Wisconsin Alumni Association. Paul Robbins, Dean of the Nelson Institute for Environmental Studies. Jeff Russell, Dean of the Division of Continuing Studies and Vice Provost for Lifelong Learning. Carl Martin, Dean of Extension. Scott Ovchadik, University Registrar. Heather Daniels, Secretary of the Faculty. And Lauren Pat Chair of the University Committee, the Executive Committee of the Faculty Senate, and Professor in the School of Human Ecology. Please join me in being loud and welcoming to these official party members. Thank you. Please be seated. It is now my great honor to introduce Chancellor Jennifer Mnookin. This is Chancellor Mnookin's first UW commencement. She took office in August as the 30th leader in the university's nearly 175-year history. Chancellor Mnookin, one of the nation's leading legal scholars, has spent her academic career at top public universities, most recently at UCLA, where she was on the faculty for 17 years and helped guide them into the Big Ten, and for the last 7 years served as Dean of the UCLA Law School. She has also served on the faculty of the University of Virginia and Harvard and holds degrees from Harvard, Yale, and MIT. She has spent her first semester at UW-Madison focused on learning, listening, and working to understand this great university. She is deeply impressed by UW-Madison's commitment to educational excellence and the ways in which the university incorporates leading-edge scientific research in its mission of public service into the student experience to support each of our talented graduates on their path toward a life that's meaningful and satisfying. Please join me in welcoming Chancellor Jennifer Mnookin.
Thank you so much, Provost Schultz, for that kind introduction. And welcome, graduates, families, and friends. And congratulations, class of 2022. Let's give you a round of applause. This class is extra special to me because I get to celebrate my very first UW-Madison commencement with all of you. I want to acknowledge and thank the members of the faculty who are here and who have supported the graduates they've taught, advised, and mentored over a number of years. Let's give our faculty a round of applause. And speaking of advice and support, I also want to say a special thank you to Regents President Karen Walsh and UW System President Jay Rothman for their strong leadership, for being staunch supporters of UW-Madison, and also for being such trusted advisors for me. Thank you. I'm also absolutely thrilled that Emmy Award-winning journalist, New York Times best-selling author, and most important, UW alum, Charlie Berens is here. Charlie built a whole new brand as Wisconsin's ambassador to the world. In other words, he gets paid to do something that many of you have been doing and hopefully will keep doing for free. He's already educated me on the importance of ordering buttered rye bread with my Friday fish fry. And we've given each of you a copy of his book and look forward to hearing his good advice. Charlie, thanks for being with us today. Now, today we confer degrees on 1,758 graduates. And about 1,200 of you are here in person, following a tradition begun in 1854. Where are our doctoral degree candidates? Make some noise. All right. Professional degrees, MD, JD, MPH, MPA. You're a little hesitant about that there, but okay. How about master's degree candidates? Make some noise. Nice and loud, I like that. And those of you earning undergraduate degrees from our great institution today? All right. Now, I do want to recognize one group for whom today has particularly special meaning. If you are in the first generation in your family to earn a college degree, please stand as you're able so we can recognize you. Congratulations. I also want to recognize our grads who are veterans or are serving on active duty or in the reserves. Please stand as you are able so we can thank you for your service. Now, there's one graduate for whom I especially want to cheer. Now, look, many of you went through really tough things in these past years. But few approached the challenges that this young man faced when he became ill and his doctors determined that he urgently needed a heart transplant. That was less than 2 years ago. And today, he will walk across this stage to accept a degree in personal finance from our School of Human Ecology with a new heart. His proud family is in the stands, and we join them in immense gratitude to the team of doctors here at UW and the anonymous donor who saved his life. Anthony Janak, where are you? There you are. We are so happy you are here. You're doing well, and congratulations. Now, one of the things that has made this class so special is the extraordinary care you've shown one another and that you've shown to our community. You've made friendships that will last a lifetime, and you've done that even in the midst of a global pandemic that forced you to learn new ways of doing nearly everything to keep each other safe. In the proud tradition of the Wisconsin idea, you've put your skills to work in the community to solve problems, big and small. You've even helped us win national recognition as a 2022 Most Engaged Campus for college student voting. Now, of course, you've had a lot of fun along the way here as well. And did you know that you've helped consume 240,000 brats and 96,000 gallons of Babcock ice cream in the past 4 years? Yeah, you've worked off some of those calories too. And any guesses about your number one flavor? What was most popular? Anyone in the front want to suggest? Okay, Blue Moon was the guess, but actually it's chocolate chip cookie dough. So there you go. You've also helped us celebrate the 50th anniversary this year of Title IX, the law that said that women get to play sports too. And boy, did we celebrate. To our amazing volleyball Badgers and our 6-time national champion women's hockey team, and to all the 850 student athletes who've given us a whole lot to cheer about, thank you. Thank you for that. Now, all of you are graduating into a world that faces a constellation of challenges. But the good news is that at no moment in human history have we been better prepared to address those challenges. Professor Bill Cronin recently spoke about this campus's extraordinary contributions to the world. He said, quote, "There are many things we did together that were impossible. They couldn't be done. But we didn't know they couldn't be done. And so we figured out a way to do them." During your time here at UW-Madison, you've helped us to do impossible things, like creating new biofuels from switchgrass and poplar trees, editing the human genome to prevent and treat devastating diseases. Our student speaker, Kirstan Gimse, has been deeply involved in this work. And it's just one of the many impressive things about her, as you're going to hear shortly. You've also helped with research to give us better ways to spot disinformation online as we grapple with technologies that can do a great deal of good and a great deal of harm. And where are our artists, musicians, poets, and performers, the folks who added color and beauty to our world when that felt nearly impossible? If you are a poet, an artist, a musician, raise your hand, wave to us. Let's give you a minute to do that. Your creations remind us of what it is to be human. Thank you. Now, you are now graduates of one of the very best public universities and one of the very best universities in the nation. We're also one of the top 5 producers of future faculty members in the whole United States. And we're in pretty good company. The other 4 are Michigan, Stanford, UC Berkeley, and Harvard. So yes, on Wisconsin. The credential that you've earned here will open lots of doors. And as you walk through those doors, I hope you will keep in mind 3 essential things that this moment requires of us. First, remember your big whys. The Pulitzer Prize-winning poet Mary Oliver asked, "Tell me, what is it that you plan to do with your one wild and precious life?" We all have hundreds of small, everyday tasks that need doing, and many of those make possible the big things that bring meaning and joy to our lives. But those small tasks can take up a lot of room. And so notice where you're spending your time and make sure you're prioritizing the things that are truly meaningful to you. From time to time, ask yourself what really matters to you and make sure you are making some time for those. Second, as others have said, if you want to go far, go together. One of the most important things you've learned here is the value of working across. Here at UW-Madison, we've never been very good at just staying in our own lanes. We know that if you want to aim really high and make a difference in the world, it just isn't something that you can do all alone. So I hope you'll continue to seek out opportunities to collaborate, to go farther by joining with others, and that you'll also remember that sometimes you can go farthest of all by combining your talents with people whose interests and skills and backgrounds are very different from your own. Third, give yourself and others a little grace, especially in polarized times where that can be hard to do. If you're taking the kinds of risks you need to do big things, there will be moments when you drop the ball here and there. And so I want to close by giving you a way to put those moments into perspective. Now, this advice comes to me via my sister, and she's my younger sister, so I confess it took me a little while to realize that I had a lot to learn from her. Whatever comes next from you, you're going to be juggling plenty of balls. And you know what? You are sometimes going to drop some of them. It happens to all of us. But what my sister pointed out is that many of the balls you'll have to juggle are rubber, but some are crystal. And those rubber balls, they bounce. If you drop one, you can pick it up on the next bounce and try again. But the crystal balls don't bounce. They break, and there's just no real way to put them together. So in your work life and in the rest of your life, be sure you're prioritizing what's critically important. Your family, your health, your closest friends, the things at work that really matter, so that when you do drop a ball or two, The balls you drop are the rubber ones. Now, graduates, please take just a moment to look around you, and family and friends, you as well. Today, you are part of something incredibly precious and somewhat rare, a peaceful and joyful gathering of people who have come together to celebrate, notwithstanding their differences. You have different beliefs, different priorities, different religions, races, life experiences, and yet you come here from all over Wisconsin, the United States, and dozens of countries around the world. And today we are united in this celebration and in this sense of a deep connection to this place and to one another that will last a lifetime. Graduates, I hope you will continue to be in each other's lives and that you will come back and visit us often. You will always find a warm welcome here. Congratulations, class of 2022, and on Wisconsin. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's now my honor to introduce Jay Rothman, president of the University of Wisconsin System. The university system encompasses 13 universities across 26 campuses and a statewide extension network. It is home to world-class education, research, and outreach, serving approximately 165,000 students and awarding 37,000 degrees each year. And we are so proud to be a key part of that University of Wisconsin system. Jay has been president of the UW system since June. Previously, he was chairman and CEO of Foley & Lardner, a great law firm, for 11 years, and a member of the firm's management committee for 20 years. He earned a bachelor's degree from Marquette University and a law degree from Harvard Law School. Jay will be reading remarks on behalf of Karen Walsh, Board of Regents President, who could not be here today herself. Please join me in giving a very warm welcome to President Jay Rothman.
Thank you, Chancellor Mnookin, and good morning, everyone. I have the honor of sharing the following message from Regent President Karen Walsh in her words. Do one thing every day that scares you. Those words of advice from former First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt seem particularly appropriate today. For example, and this is referring to Karen, I'm speaking here today at the same event as Charlie Berens, who I am pretty sure is way funnier than I am. That would go for me too, but that's another story. So instead, I'm going to ask you to reflect on what might have scared you about this place, this great university, when you first started out. There were probably days that it was scary to tackle a new subject, or one that felt far afield from your comfort zone. Maybe it was finding a group of friends you could bond with and lean on. Or perhaps it was just scary to speak your mind to others when they didn't share your point of view. You are here today because you learned to face those fears, or at least you learned to navigate them. When you feel fearful and overwhelmed, remember how many times you successfully worked through your fears. Call on that Badger tenacity. It's one of the most important skills you learned at this university. Congratulations on behalf of the Board of Regents and the University of Wisconsin system. Best of luck, Badgers, and on Wisconsin.
Jay, thank you very much for your remarks. It would not surprise me in the least if our keynote speaker today is wearing a deer vest under his robes. You know him as the creator of the wildly successful Manitowoc Minute comedy videos, which lovingly send up the traditions and quirks of our great state of Wisconsin. But Charlie Berens is so much more. He's a popular podcast host, an Emmy-winning journalist, a New York Times best-selling author, and proud Badger. That's right. The guy who made "Keep Her Moving" a national catchphrase, earned a bachelor's degree in journalism and geography from UW-Madison only 13 years ago. Today, he's selling out theaters with his stand-up act and entertaining millions of followers on his social media channels. You already know some of his advice, like watch for deer in the roads, but I'm sure he has much more to share. Please join me in welcoming Charlie Berens.
All right, now the provost knows how sweaty my hands are. Jeez Louise, I'm nervous. That face is why I'm nervous right now. You give me that face, this whole thing, this speech is not gonna go well. I need positive reinforcement, I'm fragile. Watch this. Now we're cooking with gas. All right. University of Wisconsin, winter class of 2022. Tell your folks I says hi. I'll wait. You know, this is the university that I still dream about. In fact, it's a recurring dream. In this dream, I show up to class to give a speech, and the students are there, and my professor is there, and actually all my professors are there, and the chancellor is there, and my parents are there, and the speech isn't even in a classroom, it's in the Kohl Center of all places. And in this dream, I have absolutely nothing prepared. And this is why you never follow your dreams. Look, I'm kidding, all right? I did prepare something, hang on. At the bar, I prepared it. Okay, so we got a couple napkins from the plaza to get through today. Couple receipts, okay? And you guys better get comfortable, all right? This is CVS receipt, okay? So I got a few bits of wisdom on here, a couple jokes, a little catch-up. It's gonna be fun. Now, some of you know me as the Manitowoc Minute guy. Others of you know me as that guy on YouTube, I forget his name. But most of you just know me as the guy who's been staring at you through the UW bookstore window all semester long. It's an honor to be speaking here before you today, but I know what some of you are thinking. Why is this guy up here? Why, when the University of Wisconsin-Madison has so many notable alumni, from U.S. senators and environmental scientists to novelists and award-winning architects, historians, movie producers, even astronauts, why would they choose me? And the answer is simple. All those people were busy. My sister is actually a junior here, and she called me when she found out I was giving this speech, and she said, "You're giving the commencement?" And I says, "Yeah." I could tell that she was proud of her big brother for maybe the first time in her life. She said, "When is it? I'm putting it on my calendar." I said, "December 18th. She said, "Oh, wait, just the winter commencement?" Shout out to Bridget Berens, class of 2024. Well, actually 2025 if we're being honest, you know, just. Chancellor Mnookin, Provost Schultz. Oh, sorry, hit the peas hot there on the deal. really screwed up my thank yous. And esteemed members of the, oh, lost a receipt. Honest to Pete. And esteemed members of the Board of Regents, faculty, and senior class office, I thank you so much for this great honor and trust in me not to screw the pooch today, okay? But most importantly, it's an honor to join all of you in congratulating the University of Wisconsin's winter class of 2022. Now, about a month ago, after I was asked to give this speech, I released a thank you video on the UW social media channels, promising I would bring each and every graduate jerky and brandy. And if you take a moment and look under your seats, you'll realize I lied. But it's not because I didn't want to. It's because I'm cheap. Now, you did all get a book, okay? And that will most certainly be regifted to all of you this Christmas. So, congratulations on your presents. Now, as you already heard, I graduated from here 13 years ago. So, in other words, I am old. How old, you ask? Well, I'm old enough to remember when Pretty Witty was still Shitty Witty. I'm old enough to remember when the best bars had yet to be torn down to make way for high-rise apartments. And I would make a joke about construction here, but I'm still working on it. Cool, thanks for laughing. Technologically speaking, your college experience was light years in front of mine. Today, you can write full sentences using only emojis. Back in my day, if I wanted to text LOL, I had to do it like this. 555-666-555. Back in my day, my roommates and I chipped in to buy a plasma TV for our apartment. Of course, none of you are buying plasma for your apartment. You're selling plasma to pay for your apartment. It's a little true, huh? Back in my day, we had to walk up Bascom Hill to get to class both ways. Back in my day, we graduated into a recession. Actually, that one we got in common. In fact, this is a good transition into my meat and potatoes part of the speech. I titled this section, Graduating into a Recession. Don't tell them how screwed they actually are. Oh, sorry. Wasn't supposed to read the parentheses. I'm kidding, of course. No, you're not screwed just because you're graduating into a recession. Honestly, I'm not even sure if we're officially in a recession. I'll just leave that for the business school grads to figure out. By the way, where are the business school grads? Where are you? Oh, real good, you guys. Oh my gosh, Granger looks incredible. I saw it the other day. It's gotten so much bigger, so much more beautiful. It's crazy. I could hardly recognize Granger. Vilas, on the other hand, journalism school hasn't changed a bit. Anyway, while I can't say if you're officially graduating into a recession, I think it's fair to say that you're graduating into uncertain economic times. And as someone who also graduated into uncertain economic times, I'm here to tell you it's not that bad of a thing. I mean, it's bad, but it's not that bad, okay? No, in all honesty, it's an opportunity to find your own path by letting creativity guide your way. I want to tell you a few quick stories, some that make me look good, others that don't, but I hope each story gives you some insight on the next steps of your journey. Now, when I was a senior, I lived in a house over by the Arboretum with my brothers. One night I was out partying, one night I was out studying, and it was time to walk back home. Now, this was a particularly warm night. There was a dense fog hanging over the isthmus as the 45-degree air slowly melted the early March ice. I had made this journey several times over the winter, and I'd often take a shortcut across the frozen Monona Bay. I knew the bay well because it was my ice fishing spot, but I wondered if the ice was still okay to walk on. My gut told me no. But as a gust of wind momentarily cleared the fog, I saw another person walking across the bay. So I figured, the ice must be good enough for who it's for. After a few minutes of walking, I started to catch up to this person in front of me. And it was now clear that this person had been drinking. As I got closer, I recognized the person. "Bill," I says. It was my brother. He was most certainly drinking. And this is how he replied, "Hey, we shouldn't be out here." The moral of this story is don't always follow those who came before you. They could be your drunk brother Bill. Class of 2010. Next story. My senior year at UW, I landed a dream internship working for MTV News as their Wisconsin correspondent covering the 2008 election. I was sure that this was my big break, and I did everything in my power not to screw it up. I wrote, produced, and shot everything. And this was before my Motorola flip phone had a camera, so be impressed, okay? I was so dedicated to this job that I'd go weeks sleeping only a few hours a night, emptying everything I had into these videos. And my dedication paid off when MTV asked me to cover the 2008 Republican National Convention in St. Paul, Minnesota. On the second last night of the convention, my assignment was to follow that day's protest and stay until it was done. And so I did. I walked the streets with mostly peaceful, but at times violent protesters. Flashbang grenades exploded at my feet. The smell of tear gas lingered in the air, but the protest wasn't going anywhere, so neither was I. Eventually, the police surrounded the crowd and arrested everybody, journalists included. And then I spent the night in jail. I was wrongfully arrested, but my story about that experience made me that story about my experience put me on the front page of MTV News. And this was back in the day when MTV was still doing news videos. But I was so confident that my work with MTV News, plus my experience getting arrested covering one of the biggest stories of the year, in addition to my degree from the best journalism school in the country. Thanks, J Schoolers. Really, way to have my back there, okay? What the hell? Anyway, I was so confident that I'd get any journalism job I wanted coming out of college, that everything would snowball. But then, it didn't. I graduated with no job and even less money. My snowball had melted. So I did what I had to do. I worked odd jobs as a bike mechanic. I freelanced as a bad salesman. I was a production assistant on a movie. I even modeled for Shopko. Hold your applause for Shopko to the end of the show, okay? And then one day, I was out pheasant hunting with my dad and my brothers when I got a call. It was a production company I had been talking with in Los Angeles, owned by another UW grad named Mark Herzog. I was offered my first full-time position. I'd be a production assistant making $100 a day. The only problem now was I needed a car. But that problem would soon be solved. You see, we got done hunting, and my brother Andy forgot to unload his shotgun before putting it in the back of the car. Class of '08. That's right, he locked and loaded his shotgun and put it in the back of the minivan, my dad's minivan. I know, I was one pothole away from telling this story to St. Peter. Now, we got home and we cleaned the car. I was the one who pulled the guns out, and pow, Andy's gun went off. It turned the shotgun seat into an actual shotgun seat. Thankfully, nobody was hurt, but my dad, who's a huge gun safety guy, came storming out of the house, and I've never seen him so pissed. Meanwhile, our dog Murphy was just pointing at the front seat like we just shot a bird. No bird, Murph. And my dad looked at me and was like, "You just bought yourself a minivan." And I was like, "No, Dad, it was Andy." But I was literally holding a smoking gun. And the worst part is he sold it to me at the Kelley Blue Book level marked excellent. Because apparently there was no box to check for has minor shotgun blast on the interior. So a week later, I rolled up to Los Angeles in the silver bullet van with more money in my gas tank than my bank account. I lived in my buddy Josh Burstein's closet, class of '08. I didn't have a key to the house, so sometimes I'd be locked out, but that was okay, because I had plenty of room in the back of the van. It's what happens when you shoot away 2 of the seats. I lived off the leftover bagels my company was about to throw away, and there were many moments where I questioned myself at this point in my life. I had a college degree, and yet here I was, unable to afford rent, and far from a job I went to school for. Hope you're looking forward to that, J-Schoolers. Kidding. But then one day I noticed my boss was renting a truck to take gear to the set. And I said, "Save the money, let me do it. I got a minivan with so much space it'll blow you away." So he let me take the cameras and the lights to set. I'd set them up, I'd break them down, and then I'd get back to the office and I'd set them up again, and I'd shoot my own stuff. And then after months of making bad video clips better, I finally had enough good material to make a reel. And from that reel, I got my first on-camera news job. Now, 2 big lessons in this story. Number 1, sometimes in life, you're gonna shoot the minivan. Roll with it. And number 2, if my brother Andy ever offers you a ride back from a hunting trip, call an Uber. Last story. Now, I'm 29 years old. And for the past 8 years, I've been working news jobs across the country. Yeah, I did have some success, but mostly I had failures. I lost some jobs because of my accent. I lost others because I just wasn't that good. But there was a bigger issue at play. I wasn't doing what I truly loved to do. I had spent my professional life climbing a mountain only to realize, I'm more of a lake guy, honestly. I didn't want to do news. I didn't want to do news. I wanted to do comedy. I knew this deep down for some time, but I didn't want to start over because what would people think of me? That was seriously my thought. What would people think of me? I mean, my friends were all making more money, in more stable jobs. They were getting married and they were having kids, and their lives were going great, according to Instagram. I kept thinking, what was I gonna post on Instagram? I'm serious, that was my thought process. What would I post on Instagram, and what would people think of me? Quitting news at almost 30 years old to pursue comedy? And then I realized one of life's great secrets. Nobody cares what you do. They don't. They may say they do, they don't. Those who love you are still gonna love you. And as for the rest, they're too busy counting likes on Instagram to care how many likes you have. So I started stand-up comedy, and I committed to making a sketch a week until it took off. And I did that for months, and nothing took off. But it didn't matter. I loved it. I found the thing that lit up my soul. And then I made the Man to Walk Minute. It was a sketch where I blended my local news experience with the state I know and love. And I thought it'd be just another one-off video. But it wasn't. It took off thanks to all of you. And on that day, my life changed forever. Now, time will move fast. Your job isn't to slow it down. Your job is to fill your days with what lights your soul. And don't worry if you can't see the path. Once your soul is lit, the path will reveal itself. And on your path, and this is most important, make sure you watch out for deer. University of Wisconsin winter class of 2022, keep her moving. Fixed it. Keep her moving and on Wisconsin. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Charlie, for those terrific and moving remarks. Moving and funny. Good combination. At this time, we're going to begin to confer degrees. We will first confer our doctoral and professional degree candidates. And I now call upon William Karpus, Dean of the Graduate School.
Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Musical Arts, and Master of Fine Arts will please rise as they are able. Chancellor Mnookin.
Dean Karpus.
These scholars have devoted significant time to graduate study and research. In addition, they have defended theses or presented exhibitions that have been accepted by faculty committees as substantial contributions, signifying scholarly or professional achievement in their respective fields. They are presented for the highest academic recognition in their fields given by the university, the degree Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Musical Arts, or Master of Fine Arts.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the Graduate School and under the authority granted by the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin System, you will receive the degree Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Musical Arts, or Master of Fine Arts. In testimony thereof, you will receive your diplomas. Candidates, will you please be seated? I now call upon Robert Golden, Dean of the School of Medicine and Public Health.
Candidates for the degrees Doctor of Medicine, Master of Physician Assistant Studies, and Master of Public Health will please rise as they are able. Chancellor Mnookin.
Dean Golden.
These scholars have successfully completed the requirements of the courses of study in medicine, physician assistant studies, or public health. Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Medicine and Public Health, I present these candidates for their degrees.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Medicine and Public Health, and under the authority granted by the University of Wisconsin System Board of Regents, I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Medicine, Master of Physician Assistant Studies, or Master of Public Health. In testimony thereof, you will receive your diplomas. Candidates, will you please be seated? I now call upon Daniel Takaji, Dean of the Law School.
Candidates for the degrees Juris Doctor or Master of Laws will please rise as they are able. Chancellor Mnookin.
Dean Takaji.
These scholars have successfully completed the requirements of the courses of study in law. Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the law school, I present these candidates for their degrees.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the law school and under the authority granted by the University of Wisconsin System Board of Regents, I confer upon you the degree Juris Doctor or Masters of Laws. In testimony thereof, you will receive your diplomas. Candidates will please be seated. Congratulations to all of our doctoral and professional degree candidates. Candidates will now cross the stage, have their name read, and receive their diploma folder. Graduates, please remain seated until the marshals instruct you to proceed to the platform.
Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Musical Arts, Master of Fine Arts. Kirstan Gimse. Emma Joy Jompol. Jordan Keenel. Eunice Park. Brittany Marie St. John. Amintas Brando Jr. Alex Lynott. Ijong Yu. Kevin Zhang. Hannah Mysick. Serena Zhao. A.J. Hardy. Hei-Jin Lee. Sashwat Sakar Chandrasekhar. Quentin Colton. Kent McLaughlin. Heymanth Agiwal. Christopher Barnes. Cherie Sira. Kyle Sundin. Olivia Sergent. Sophie Lewandowski. Dana Amira Dahan. Edris Rashawn. Megan Butler Ahrens. Yaning Wong. Lav Tiaragajan. Kayla De Holton. Urvashi Gupta. David Porfirio. Elena Obi. Parvathi Kulov. Kathleen Stibbins Hentz. Emma Watson Roberts. Catherine Tari. Ruben Francisco Murillo Delgado Castillo. Margaret Jameson. Peyton Joanne Sprecher. Alan Shaw. Talia Tao. Ashley Overlid Morris. Akshay Kohl. Jerry Gong. Xiaoyong Chao. Yiping Xia. Matthew Doris. Wisam Konthar. Frank McFarland. Yong Seok Song. Charles Olmsted. Piaporn Sirichanoit. Sarah K. Champlin. Luning Fong. Anish Krishnakumar. Jeremy Patterson. Sarah Trevino. Dougal Hansen. Denise Lusarnio Rosario. Richard Wade Webster, Nathaniel Steinert, Joshua Cruz, Nakul Egerwal, David Greenwood Sanchez, Elena Harimo Mejia, Victoria Layson, Shannon Piper, Sean Bielmeyer, Zachary Zalewski, Henry Holdorf, Paul Schilke, Nisakorn Yosanid, Ming Song Lee, James Anhauser, William Dardane, Ashley Mimi Ho, Larry Love, Lauren Zett, School of Medicine and Public Health, Caroline Haney, Brandon Huynh, Law School, Tristan Gates, Catherine Price, McKenna Holman, Cassidy Martin, Isaac Schwartz, Natalia Hosa Gonzalez, Clara Becker, Beitwitz Benurin Duarte, Jacqueline Jugenheimer, Jessica Leeper, Megan Moss,
Congratulations to all of our graduates from Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Musical Arts, Master of Fine Arts, and other final terminal degrees. Congratulations. We now move on to our conferral of master's degrees, and I again call on William Karpus, Dean of the Graduate School, who will present the candidates for master's degrees.
Candidates for the following master's degrees will please rise as you are able. Master of Accountancy, Master of Arts, Master of Business Administration, Master of Engineering, Master of International Public Affairs, Master of Music, Master of Professional French Studies, Master of Public Affairs, Master of Science, Master of Social Work. Chancellor Mnookin.
Dean Karpus.
These scholars have successfully completed the requirements of the course of study for master's degrees. On the recommendation of the graduate faculty, I present these candidates for the master's degree in their respective fields.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the Graduate School and under the authority granted by the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin System, you will be admitted to the appropriate master's degree and in testimony thereof will receive your diploma. Congratulations to all our master's degree candidates. Candidates will please be seated until the marshal instructs you to proceed to the platform, and congratulations.
Master's degrees. Omir Rosada, Askel Balker, Wu Chuan Huang, Chanrei Huang, Dehuan Kong, Yunten Zhang, Fengshuo Liu, Jojo Chu, Yujia Ding, Li Ying Fang, Ray Yu Min, Chen Jun Zhang, Jessica Leeper, Clive Teneshir Matisika, Kate Nosbush, Jacob Winner, Brian White, Noah Bladorn, Sebastian Waldvogel, Todd Schuring, Zhuoran Wang, Zhenyu Zhao, Xinyi Lin, Yifeng Wu, Richard Sundberg, John Donnelly, Audrey Hibden, Monica Schauer, Terry Alexander, Mofan Yang, Sarah Shabani, Chi Yu Wong, Yuxian Tang, Carissa Liu, Zhen Wang, Chongshuan Bei, Nadalia Ablo, Jinkei He, Miao Zhou, Xinfeng Li, Brenna Jean Prestige, Angela Lake, Adrian Stocks, Shode Yamada, Ruyo Liao, Jiaheng Li, Jingran Zhang, Yi Wu, John Liam Chen, Yong Yi Chen, Samantha Stevie, Jingzhuo Liu, Kevin Yang, Hyun Wook Kim, Pei Che Lo, Brian Vixmer, Cameron Craig, Alexander Stephen Gilmore, Victor Hugo Abad Navarrete, Mackenzie Baumberger, Kara Jenin, Michelle Manadu, Nof Al-Sheri, Kevin Wamalawa, Yubong Zhang, Jihan Zhao, David Kwong, Anar Torres Andrade, Taimur Malik, Shonen Britton Acevedo, Carl Vandervoort, Daniel J. Cook, Keegan Gruss, Ben Helgeson, Jishwan Kao, Parth Pawar, Katsuba Karke, Prabhav Adhikari, Landry Levinson, Matt Fayed, Abigail Robinson, Shutao Wang, Hai Tio Huang, Jikang Meng, Michael Hazanoff, Zachary Schuler, Jasmine Shirley Brewer, Josephine Claire Barris, Dilong Kong, Sarak Reef, May Beiji, Justin Less, Asa Neal, Allison Opke, Michael Vanderheiden, Nitin Saxena, Surabhi Gupta, Cameron Bader, Rebecca Winshittle, Tasha Smith, Joseph Sling, Patrick Chicky, Catherine Smith, Abhinav Agarwal, Ashley Kanel, Jordan Jefferson, Akul Gupta, Madhav Kanbur, Vikram Shetty, Don He, Ming Chen, Jaeyun Feng, Lindsay Doring, Anastasia Tackett, Sheji Zhang, Christina Lopez, Jennifer Bach, Catherine Coons-James, Erica Noble, Drew Silver, Zhuo Yu, Shihu Lee, Sarah Hewson, Victoria Lynn Harris, Nathan Kaltenbrunn, Mitchell Lennon, Veronica Judson, Joseph Hughes, Amanda Haas, Anna Hayes, Megan Tabbitt, Stephen Rudley Landier, Kristen Sanchez, Michael Najewski, Lucia White, Wan Hee Park, Da Hee Kim, Young Hoo Son, Dong Hee Kim, Tori Adkins, Emily Van S., Ashley Marie Turner, Grace Davis, Joshua David Rankin, Maria Ann Hallbach, Jordan Nails, Annalise Gale, Chahak Thrani, Fadrian Glenn, Zijue Zhang, Yi Xuan Wang, Qi Zhengjia, Ziyin Lu, Haishua Chen, Suhui Liu, Shifan Huang, Karen Kearns, Amy Johnson, Assad Khan, Eli Samuelson, Dottie Blanchard, Caleb Hertz, Andrew Buddy, Jacob Meyertholen, Lin Shi, Yiran Wang, Pranav Reddy, Sheng Huang, Kristen Ehlert, Evan Martzon, Sahid Al-Hadrami, Ian Prado, Brian Allen Crowfoot, Z Wang, Zilling Go, Delaney Soul, Amy Chin, Alice Tan, Eric Frank, Adam D'Angelo, Gabrielle Snyder, Ming Pei, Jenna Warden, Robert Moyler, Austin Gavigan, Andrea Sullivan, Giseborgo Abdrahmane Oridago, Bryce Daly, Sungrin Lee, Lang Liu, Xuanyi Zhou, Qingyuan Lu, Deepa Sivaram, Alicia Honda, Ayush Bandari, Aluk Balal, Yi Yang Brahm, Chofeng Wang, Lan Hao Liu, Jiawei Zhang, Farrell John Diaz, Lamshi Raja, Jesse Rain, Wei Yi Zhou, Simyin Liu, Jishu Lang, Qingyuan Tu, Yuan Hao Gun, Song Yang Chen, Breck Duncan, Samuel Walcott, Mariluz Padilla Carreras, Ruben Rene Herrera, Jihao Han, Matthias Ropus Pupo, Celia Song, Ming Sung Lee, Calvin Chen, Vincent Shea, Jesse Huang. Rajiv. Nihal Pringali. Samantha Mittal. Mick Kubalame. Jingwen Zhu. Stephen Kutzmo. Josephine Schaefer. Sang Liu. Ji Yao Peng. Kyle Martin Estrada.
Okay. Our student speaker today is a graduate with truly an amazing story. Kirstan Gimse grew up wanting to be a scientist, but as she will share, her road to higher education took many turns. What I love about Kirstan's story is that it speaks to the power of believing in yourself, even when the path isn't always clear or easy. Today, Kirstan is earning a PhD in cellular and molecular pathology. She has achieved her childhood dream, and we couldn't be more proud of her. Please join me in welcoming to the podium Kirstan Gimse.
Thank you, Provost Schultz, for that very kind introduction. And many thanks to the selection committee for giving me the opportunity to speak here today. First of all, I would like to extend a hearty and heartfelt congratulations to all of the graduates here today. I know that this journey has not been easy for any of us, and I hope that today will bring you great joy and tremendous pride as you celebrate your accomplishments, and confidence, enthusiasm, and optimism as you prepare for your life's next big adventure. It is truly an honor to be here on this stage today. Truth be told, this experience is not one that high school me would have ever thought possible. My background is not necessarily what you might expect for an individual graduating with a PhD in STEM. I grew up in a very small rural town. My high school class was composed of just 12 students, to give you an idea of how small. I'm a first-generation college graduate, raised by my mother. Thank you. Raised by my mother, who often struggled to make ends meet. And I'm a high school dropout. I will spare you the details of my life story, but it suffices to say that my road to higher education was long and winding. When I was younger, the idea of pursuing a career in biomedical research seemed unfeasible. As a child, I had dreamed of becoming a scientist, but I had never seen a scientist in real life. And as I grew older, that dream seemed akin to dreaming of becoming a basketball star or a famous actress. Not necessarily completely impossible, but highly unlikely. More than a decade passed from the time I received my GED to the time that I began my undergraduate studies at the University of Wisconsin-Parkside. There, thanks to some really incredible mentors, I began to realize that this dream was in fact within my reach. When I first came to graduate school here at UW-Madison, I was very, very, very excited, but I was also a little scared. And I'm sure that many of you here can relate. Self-doubt, imposter syndrome, I'm too different, I don't belong here. I worried that because of who I was, the differences in my background, that I wouldn't be accepted. And worse, I feared that this identity might mean that I didn't have what it takes to succeed. I have learned many, many things during my time at UW-Madison. Sure, trivial things like neuroscience and gene therapy, but more importantly, I have learned just how much strength there is in our diversity. We have all come from different places, we've all traveled different paths, and we all have different perspectives. It is the culmination of our differences that makes UW-Madison so great. Economist and mathematician Dr. Scott E. Page, who incidentally earned a master's degree here at UW-Madison, studies the role that diversity plays in complex systems. And he has found that diversity makes systems more innovative, more robust, and more interesting. For solving complex problems, he states, excellence demands diversity. That has certainly been my experience here at UW-Madison. If your experience has been anything like mine, then you have had the privilege of working with and learning from a diverse group of scholars of various race and ethnicity, nationality, religion, gender, disability status, sexual orientation, and socioeconomic backgrounds. These experiences have enriched our lives and broadened our horizons. Allowing us to view the world from different vantage points, they have made us better people. And for me, they've helped me to view the differences in myself as strengths rather than weaknesses. Perhaps you've heard the phrase, don't talk yourself out of rooms that you've earned the right to be in. This is a message that I hope to impress on each of you today. I mentioned earlier imposter syndrome, self-doubts, and fear of failure. We all experience this to some extent at some point in our lives. But our time here has taught us just how important it is to persevere despite these fears, to try new things and maybe fail, as this is essential for learning and growth. Let your hard-earned success here at UW-Madison give you strength and confidence in your ability to continue reaching toward your dreams, whatever they may be. There will be voices out there that try to hold you back. Just make sure that one of those voices isn't your own. And lastly, I would like to ask that each of you going forward keep the Wisconsin idea close to your heart. The Wisconsin idea states that what we do here at the university should enhance the lives of every person in the state of Wisconsin, as well as the nation and around the world. I personally would not be here today if it were not for the guidance and mentorship that I've received here at UW-Madison and at UW-Parkside. Without the outreach of caring individuals, my life could have looked very different. I am sure that many of you have also had people along your path who've helped to guide you in the right direction. I ask that you try to be that person for someone else. I ask that you use the training that you've received here at the University of Wisconsin-Madison to fulfill the Wisconsin idea in whatever way is most appropriate for you. Whether it's through sharing your knowledge, through your professional career, public service, or simple acts of kindness. Go out into the world, do good, and dream big. Congratulations, graduates, and on Wisconsin!
Kirstan, thank you for your wonderful words. Each of you has held many identities during your time at UW-Madison, and today you cross the threshold from student to alumni. It's an identity that is yours for the rest of your life, connecting you to one another and to the generations that have come before and the generations yet to come. As of today, the Wisconsin Alumni Association is no longer for other people. Now it is for each of you, the artists, the scientists, the dreamers, the creators, the fighters, the peacemakers, the protectors, the leaders, the badgers.
You are a badger. Everything you are has brought you to this day. You are a reflection of your outer experiences and your inner spark. You are the embodiment of the things you've done and the things you've yet to do. So keep being you, and whatever comes next, we'll be here. Welcome to Alumnihood.
That's like mixed modality. That's cool. All right. At this point in our program, I'm pleased to acknowledge those bachelor's degree candidates who have distinguished themselves scholastically by ranking in the top 20% of their school or college, or by participating in the honors program. These graduates are attired with honors stoles, solid cardinal red or white with red chevrons. I would like these distinguished graduates to rise as they are able and ask everyone to join me in recognizing their achievements. Graduates may be seated.
At this time, we will now confer the bachelor's degree candidates. I call upon Glenda Gillespie, Dean of the College of Agricultural and Life Sciences.
Candidates for the bachelor's degree in the College of Agricultural and Life Sciences will please rise as they are able. Chancellor Mnookin.
Dean Gillespie.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Agricultural and Life Sciences, I present these candidates for the following degrees: Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science, Agricultural Business Management, Bachelor of Science, Biological Systems Engineering, Bachelor of Science, Nutrition and Dietetics. Candidates will please remain standing.
I now call upon Ian Robertson, Dean of the College of Engineering.
Candidates for bachelor's degrees in the College of Engineering will please rise as they are able. Chancellor Mnookin.
Dean Robertson.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Engineering, I present these candidates for the following degrees: Bachelor of Naval Science, Bachelor of Science Biomedical Engineering, Bachelor of Science Chemical Engineering, Bachelor of Science Civil Engineering, Bachelor of Science Computer Engineering, Bachelor of Science Electrical Engineering, Bachelor of Science Engineering Mechanics, Bachelor of Science Engineering Physics, Bachelor of Science Geological Engineering, Bachelor of Science Industrial Engineering, Bachelor of Science Material Science and Engineering, Bachelor of Science Mechanical Engineering, and Bachelor of Science Nuclear Engineering. Candidates will please remain standing.
I now call upon Eric Wilcox, Dean of the College of Letters and Science.
Candidates for the bachelor degrees in the College of Letters and Science will please rise as they are able. Chancellor Mnookin.
Dean Wilcox.
On the recommendation of the faculty in the College of Letters and Science, I present these candidates for the following degrees: Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Arts Journalism, Bachelor of Landscape Architecture, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science Applied Mathematics, Engineering, and Physics, Bachelor of Science Journalism, Bachelor of Social Work. Candidates will please remain standing.
I now call upon Vallabh Sambamurthy, Dean of the School of Business.
Candidates for the Bachelor's of Degree in the School of Business will please rise as they are able. Chancellor Mnookin.
Dean Samamurthy.
On the recommendation of the faculty in the School of Business, I proudly present these candidates for the degree Bachelor of Business Administration. Candidates will please remain standing.
I now call upon Diana Hess, Dean of the School of Education.
Candidates for bachelor's degrees in the School of Education will please rise as they are able. Chancellor Mnookin.
Dean Hess.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Education, I present these candidates for the following degrees: Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Science Art, Bachelor of Science Art Education, Bachelor of Science Athletic Training, Bachelor of Science Dance, Bachelor of Science Education, Bachelor of Science Education Studies, Bachelor of Science Health Promotion and Health Equity, Bachelor of Science Kinesiology, Bachelor of Science Physical Education, Bachelor of Science Rehabilitation Psychology, and Bachelor of Science Theater and Drama. Candidates will please remain standing.
I now call upon Soyeon Shim, Dean of the School of Human Ecology.
Candidates for bachelor's degrees in the School of Human Ecology will please rise as they are able. Chancellor Mnookin.
Dean Shim.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Human Ecology, I present these candidates for the following degrees: Bachelor of Science, Community and Nonprofit Leadership, Bachelor of Science, Consumer Behavior and Marketplace Studies, Bachelor of Science, Human Development and Family Studies, Bachelor of Science, Interior Architecture, Bachelor of Science, Personal Finance, Bachelor of Science, Textiles and Fashion Design. Candidates will please remain standing.
I now call upon Linda Scott, Dean of the School of Nursing.
Candidates for the bachelor's degree in the School of Nursing will please rise as they are able. Chancellor Mnookin.
Dean Scott.
On the recommendation of the faculty in the School of Nursing, I present these candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science Nursing. Candidates, please remain standing.
On the recommendation of the faculty and under the authority granted by the University of Wisconsin System Board of Regents, you will be admitted to the bachelor's degree appropriate to the courses you have completed. In testimony thereof, you will receive your diplomas. Now, class of 22, you have arrived at an important milestone. This is the moment when you transition from student to alumni. Tradition dictates that before the degree conferral, candidates will wear their tassel on the right side of the motorboard. After commencement, to symbolize your new status as graduates, your tassel is worn on the left. Graduates, this is the moment to move your tassels. And let's give one more round of congratulations to all of our bachelor degree candidates. Candidates, please be seated till the marshals instruct you to proceed to the platform, and congratulations.
College of Agricultural and Life Sciences. Raven Hall, Crystal Cafferty, Katarina Testerman, Shauna Fiker, Anna Arideto, Genevieve Whitehead, Matthew King, Z Zen, Jaewon Tang, Kylie Haryu, Tanner Yuldoven, Tony Cho, Hannah Nygaard, Marit Yeselheim, Samantha Tepp, Alan Fox, Megan Brethauer, Brandy Schipper, Owen Sheehy, Brittany Bertram, Emma McCulkey, Bennett Hansen, Parker Cunine, Zoe Greben, Riley Nelson, Madeline Robinson, John Schonel, Forrest Rivers, Mikang Kim, Emily Nichols, Moira Keith, Gerald Vaughn, Masha Bretspadita, Alexandra Bogner, Lauren Herod, Emily Ustinowski, Asa Zorro, Allison O'Brien, Casey Kelber, Isabel Vivi, Elena Keener, Kalina Larson, Chase Penscover, Joseph Schult, Josh Rauch, Colin Kloboff, Jacqueline Garwood, Kayla Lang, Dror Wong, Sydney Wisdorf, Aidan Duttine, Elizabeth Sherman, Laura Fluke, Mackenzie Hintz, Parker McGuire, Isabel Persino, Margaret Seary, Lillian Barton, Daniel Bellino, Robert Hatch, Isabel Lamprey, Ashley Fisher, Catherine Mokenton, Mackenzie Melissa Cody, Hannah Tinder, Hope Nelson, Macy Kamara, Sabrina Drexler, Son Yun Lee, Elizabeth Solorzano, Jackson Waltman, Elkin Tao, Paul Dustman, Sophie Koyman, Madeline Rabito, Gabrielle Firkins, Anella Cousin, Anson Sue, Dylan Meehan, John Henberry, Woo Jun Lee, Donggun Lee, Aiden Berger, Dahlia Susel, Aaron Pham, Eric Nilsson, Tien Koloji, Megan Wenzel, Aiden Schmidt, Grayson Van Loo, Emma Raycom, College of Engineering, Brandon Chelstrom, Yuan Hin Gan, Caden Peterson, Gabrielle Atheam Ibrahim, Stephen Foley, Xander Huang, Alex Mountain, Maximilian Arneson, Sam Eklund, Brett Davis, Jake Gem, David Bondi, Jack Zacher, Peyton Jackson, Emery Ustuner, Paul Punsack, Ben Steiner, Kennedy Cook, Nathan White, Isaac Weber, Justin Castleton, Robert Leone Jr., Valente Arroyo, Jonathan Lung, Grant Parfrey, Elliot Phoebe, Lucy Morris, Hannah Kale, Angela Rinaldi, Maria Langer, Nick Tooley, Andrew Radke, Abigail Warren, Caleb Raven, Carson Schultz, Taylor Berger, Catlin Wu, Jillian Genova, Madeline Hall, Emily Snyder, Jessica Marie Cassidy, Joseph Summers, Ryan Catton, Max Kaminsky, Shin Su, Nicholas Martin, Andrew Zeman, Noah Nelson, Lauren Chris, Alexander Lang, Simon Wright, Khalil Horton, Charles Donovan, Eric Sagan, Adam Degler, Christopher Wynn, Carol Fink, Matthew Christenbaum, Ryan Buckles, Nick Krinke, Ava Gordon, Yu Young Wang, Graham Sticka, Trevor Winterhack, Alec Riddle, Matthew Chomniak, Kevin Cortez, Matthew Dudzik, John Garofalo, Nicholas Stepke, Ian Stooks, Abdullah Khalid Alcazar, Thomas Kieber, Ruby Salbego, Kenneth Roosley, Luca Piesenberg, Courtney Mose, Josephine Hall, Arita Chukrabarti, Ryan Giebert, Samuel Bauer, Benjamin Richard Emmel, Patrick Thomas Steve, Ethan Alexander King Poltich, Brennan Bennis Spencer, Ken Winston Friedo, Doran Makowski, Ryan Oberdorf, Grant Christensen, Jackson Overby, Stephen Donaldson, Hunter Bendis, Robert McPherson, Alec Wellenstein, Max Nelson, Joseph O'Connell, Sawyer Dobson, Viet Vo, Maya Chauvel, Samuel Schneidermeyer, Will Knutson, Corey Steinhauser, Nicole Fessler, Xiaohyong Zhang, William Dong, Mark Shea, Coswell Carlton Domacy, Leonardo Garcia Calderon, Nicholas Bladel, Zolo Amgapatar, Justin Yankee, Andy Wallace, Matthew Bay, Jonathan Irby, Megan Choi, Thomas Nowak, Michelle Lively, Brandon Lusk, Stephanie Sillen, Olivia Roberts, Chengzhan Wang, Hao Jie Lu, Abby Peck, Colton Klecker, Dylan Gessert, Michaela Ryan, Catherine Breen, Benjamin Everson, Luke Altenbach, Brock Schwieters, Jordan Ziegler, Carl Hahn, Malia Tanner, Elizabeth Swarsky, Zach Lundry, Quinn Van de Hay, Frank Nizelek, Emily Tupper, Peter Impelding, Selena Lohr, Anna Miller, Kami Zussman, Sierra Schweier, Alec Veal, Ashlyn Erpenbach, Jason Cooler, Ryan Adamczyk, Joe Sigfert, Brian Foran, Connor Ballweg, Nicholas Aravudson, Matthew Spots, Jacob Berry, Andrew Shuck, Nina Bosnak, Catherine Kajarla, Samuel Zelmer, Luke Heinduck, Jack Comer, Alessandro Tartaglia, Derek Peters, Kenzie Hurt, Blake Bomsky, Eric Comis, Andrea Pascual, Elizabeth Groshek, School of Education, Brett Wanebo, Emily Springsteen, Sophia Hamilton, Jada Beacom, Kai Leader, Yining Zhang, Joshua Horsley, Amar Razak, Lauren Aria, Serendipity Stage, Sean Pritchard, Lewis Connect, Emma Ritten, Megan Donahue, Savannah Roeder, Eliza Gaur, Mona Youssef Hanna, Alexa Wesley, Lucas Spencer, Thomas Grayson Brewer, Emmy Audley, Allison Flynn, Haley Orth, Emma Kate Thelke, Maria Andrea Rodriguez, Noah Herzog, Jesus A. Garza Noriega, Curtis Feldner, Claire Mattison, Zoe Hazen, Gisela Sanchez, Alex Fiorentino, Piaran Xu, Guangji Ding, Zhenyi Zhang, Anna Heinen, Caitlin Kaiser, Azure Dodson, Rachel Roth, School of Human Ecology,
Olivia Johnson, Anthony Gennick, Antima Casey, Jeremy E. Schoner, Lydia Philpelli, Kiana Hess-Jones, Alice Farr, Catherine Majeski, Caitlin Yee, Victoria Dugan, Madison Schwartz, Cecilia Bittner, Sophie Tien, Thomas Kindler, Thomas Komar, Jacob Hayroth, Valerie May, Alexa Savard, Morgan Bechtold, Alexis Jansen, Emma Gleed, Yilin Yuan, William Lauderdale, Jessica Espinoza Pelayo, Jalen Franklin, Isaac Rendo, Michael Gregor, Sienna Simmons, Danielle Martin, Kennedy Matushka, Joseph Schick, Nicholas Ulmer, Melina Paul, Ethan Pelkin, So Young Kim, Destiny Hooven, School of Nursing, Alyssa Lloyd, Naomi Ade-Don-Kun, Jeff Deal, Charite Pozdol, Delaney Coates, School of Business, Nathan Kumutov, Yuhui Liang, Zihao Mai, Youngchu Tsu, Ha Ni View, Adriana Gonzalez, Sandy Tuo, Allison Faust, Mahitha Kanikichan, Grace Dennis, Adithi Arun Kumar, Derek Lee, Jahui E, Ling Zhou, Colin Dedio, Juliana Bennett, Adam Prataski, Meng Dao, Bria Koldicott, Moilin Rajput, Suloni Gupte, Luke Mink, Michael Clem, Jake Busher, Caitlin Butte, Trin Tamajin, Joseph Cleary, Joshua Barth, Eli Foltz, Waisum Wisdom Low, Jordan Cheng, Tyler Kalshur, Lucinda Crouch, Mark Wu, Matthew Felvey, Megan Boniface, Chris Locke, Teddy Shekel, Evan Bitter, Daniel Smedoma, Nathan Yu, Ashwin Sakrithi, Joseph Radke, Isaac Carlson, Jacob Romanow, Doris Pan, Kimberly Sanchez Vasquez, Sophia Banasek, Asia Home, Joshua Surgis, Sissy Hu, Kate Moz, Kira Chamber, Josh Weinberg, Owen Trask, Leo Pinamonti, Joe Simon, Zoe Zebernek, Alex Korth, Heidi Hauerman, Tessa Muyonimo, Abigail Herbst, Bokin Kook, Hyun Suk Kang, Jong Won Choi, Mayat Ko Aung, Travion Blaylock, Charles Wolf, Natalie Vigiano, Martin Stray, Ashwak Abdallah, Zoe Young, Mandy Marie Rochelle, Sarah Mae Polinag, Tyra Lex, Haley Schultz, Caitlin Landclot, Meng Wei, Xin Yu Yang, Cheng Jing Gong, Xingpeng Deng, Yue Shi, Shuaib Uljabuli, Zhengwu Choi, Yu Qiao Chu, Ayman Al-Adabwi, Nina Maria Cicero Soles, Lin Yi Kang, Bo Yang Chu, Wei Jian Chin, McKenna Meyer, Pranav Ratan Ugrawal, Wu Wei Han, Dalani Vang, Andrew Vonovich, Justin Faust, Ariana Figueroa, Scarlett Chi, Ellie Zhang, Margaret Guan, Swathi Anamananyani, Ayushi Mirash Rash, John Yung Kong, Viral Yumal, Yang Shao, Tom Fan, Thong Ton Fan, Monica Varma, College of Letters and Science, Lee Keller Shikoing, Jed Eldred, Catherine Hogat, Sean Borak, Jordan Hunt, Jeffrey Brown, Mackenzie Moore, Stephen Bushy, Trevor Powers, Daniel Lee Howell Jr., Bin Hao Chen, Hao Huang, Sunitha Tirupati, Ailin Jiang, Harshita Narayanan, Ning Yang Ma, Xingpeng Sun, Shin Harashima, Mikao Makino, Ziling Hu, Wei Hung Guo, Wenxi Young, Bunchi Zhu, Willis Gu, Georgia Williams, Joe Lee, Austin Parker, Adrian Ayag, Zi Xinyong, Tiana Brown, Sarah Rogensock, Amy Cho, Kathleen Oku, Donovan Lauda, David Joseph Krug, Margaret Thousand, Stephen Yang, Hongsu Cho, Calvin Stofflet, Robert Berginon, Jacob Armbruster, Albert Wang Men, Ryan Neville, Jake Nation, Sean Philbin, Samuel Barr, Levi Cameron, David Kacharayan, Kaylee Burgee, Anna Marie Hintz, Ellie Strofanogquo, Kendra Bain, Junyong Yi, Yu Young Choi, Min Gun Park, Alicia Jake Parabothia, Robert Martin Taylor, Nathan Bradshaw, Jamie Kowalski, Mamiya Shakarosa, Cassandra Neuenfeld, Jacob Brewer, Brandy Wang, Christopher Repick, Teresa Vuskas, Frederick Brainward Hoffman, Clay Krebs, Matthew Genesot, Peng Song, Lilian Song, Brianna Taylor, Emily Casper, Alexis Topanga Coffeen, Bing Bing Shah, Iris Blady, Maria Fallander, Dylan Leopold, Antonio Rafael Alicia, Nolan Daniel Wark, Deja Bridges, Cameron Yonan, Drew Zimmerman, Andrew Balco, Alexis Burkett, Arthur Summer, Alec Lowry, Morgan Peter, Abigail Cloyce, Samantha Baldwin, Colin Frink, Stephen Starf, Jackson Baidal, Roland Jiang, Ruth Vic Konda, Ryan Usungto, Kelvin Zhang, Alexander Ratnasamy, Shi Sin Jiang, Kaylee Ebner, Fritz Ringler, Chuao Tahoe, Andrew Lee, Justin Lee, Kevin Yu, Eric Daniels, Abigail Stewart, Coco Rustin, Christian Reamer, Matthew John Sweetlick Jr., Joyita Nang, Cassandra Kopchun, Elena Goldstein, Catherine Innocentini, Ishana Sharma, Declan Lennon, Ashley Cornwell, Hersha Kumar Tumathala, Anna Lead, Charlotte Ann Lily Ferris Porteous, Kathy Schultz, Gisela Hokshan, Lawrence Gan, Mitchell Knight, Kane Russell, Cameron Cross, Marley Roischel, Hang Wang, Tony Tsao, Sarah Kipke, Mayon Giles, Yani Chong, Yi Kun Aaron Wang, Raman Kamrani, Claire Friedlander, Skylar Teagotten, Grace Belson, Connor Klaus, Travis Bird, Labna Obdababdia, Jesus Vasquez, Thomas Brennan, Erica Jesse, Jamie Anderson, Jacob Brem, Mingyu Si, Nicholas Peters, Sabrina Dwan, Chi Pu Kine, Fiona Ilvia Yazi, Maria Wagner, Shifan Zhang, Wesley Hibbard, Grace Tilley, Dallas Tilley, Lucas Crawford, Daniel Lawless, Wei-Shi Lee, Michael Vanden Heuvel, Ryan Sipe, Jacob Ducock, Megan Lee, Alyssa Turgshawn, Jocelyn Coons, Zion Han, Mayanki Mather, Minghua Jia, Diamond Black, Peyton Sheridan, May Duin Riley, Jacob Thurber, Emily Flick, Jacob Sturm, Madeline Block, Sierra Funch, Karina Ertman, Anya Schowerer, Isaac Kortha, Junbo Shim, Randy Burkle, Drake Demetrios, Weng Ying Ji, Yang Sheng Huang, Mac McPhillips, Xingyu Niu, Deja Vu, Sophia Zier, Madison Gilmartin, Maya Gabriel Colon, Dylan Neisted, Olivia Bleak, Massimo Piersati, Boyu Sang, Zilun Zhu, Henry Shore, Hector Danielle Padilla, Joshua Jager, Fayed Zayel Hawk, Nicholas Lowe, Allison Garbaz, Nathan Rischerl, Sebastian Merle, Jonah Rain, Olin Fredericks, Sean Erickson, Oriana Coers, Anna Wickler, Olivia Selman, Rosalind Ager, Cole Granzi, Marcel Bugoski, Maxwell Harsh, Jaden Schmidt, Noah Anders, Alexa Schultz, Hannah Line, Emily Hendricks, Reagan Norton, Shiram Danda, Samuel Brashears, Ian Rue, Parker Dietzel, Elijah Rago, Alexa Waluski, Tyler Stickart, Maddie Bergstrom, Robert Outrander, Jed Grimmer, Chloe Selfridge, Chumika Chioma, Madiha Rizvi, Caroline Miller, Megan Leonard, Ruben Vadahe, Abriella Thiel, Hoyon Chen, Hannah Roberta Miller, Samantha Hesacker, Isaac Buxton, Nicholas Gannum, Quinn Hyness, Elizabeth Schmidt, Dara Stickert, Jason Brake, Jacqueline Ramos, Rachel Kuraski, Taylor Warsh, Angelica Maria Miranda, Drew Grossman, Aiden Seberg, Diamond Washington, Mia Rogers, Katie Huff, Casey Kim, Jack Kishkila, Jung Ho Kim, Paul Sheeland, Allison Ellie, Paula Filios, Briggs Clark, Ji Peng, Chiang Leung Lee, Jia Wu Pan, Jeffrey Swang, Max Wilkinson, Matthew Miller, Rebecca Jha, Kendra Davis, Susanna Bryce, Bruce, Caitlin Baudet, Leopold Hutnick, Colin Dawson, Emily Wagner, Destiny Ingram, Kelsey Gelden, Matthew Jarowski, Liam Ospitalis, Daniel Rusky, Elijah Gregory Hovan Karen, Jansi Chen, Jacob Block, Hakan Carlson, James Paris, Samika Navya Gadamidi, Carly Bast, Iman Acha, Paul Cooper Stewart, Michael Bustamante, Noah Stewart, Timothy Watson, Joseph Robbers, Husun Kon, Joshua Du, Samuel DeBolt, Lawrence Johnson, Stephanie Janice Saldago Atamirano, Owen Hallmark, Logan Katzenmeyer, Carolyn Wilson, Tracy Pansier, Hunter Leatherman, Claire Shin-Alton, Amanda Doty, Angel Marie Calderon, Eliana Rosenblum, Maya Lebinsky, Shun Jiang, Seth Grabo, Cameron Ray, Jing Zhu, Tian Yu Ven, Ruhu Nan Lu, Samuel Frida, Leah Young, Rachel Durjak, Corinne Banks, Tanner Huslett, Ainsley Parvin, Cheng Yun Shi, Daniel Do Yon Kim, Zoe Backhorst, Julia Pagel Bookskirk, Wesley Burnoani, Mingyi Yan, Jin Bao Jia, Wan Hamadat Fada, Caitlin Fier, Robert Neely, April Breedle, Margaret Madden, Nathan Ronald Falcom, Rachel Nelson, Yungheng Wei, Jiaqi Jiang, Aditi Poduri, Najuf Mayadi Malik, Nina Young, Jennifer Park, Pengyu Zhao, Gina Oyang, Alessandra Scanlon, Lauren Mazik, Svi Yet Tay, Alexander Grabowski, Christopher Kennedy, Joseph Free, Zabuya Grove, Kelvin Sunness, Jacob Suskin, Tiansu Wang, Maxime On, Zuwei Zhang, Jiokju Young, Tian Yu, Bo Ai Ye Wei, Kalu Beck, Oja Sethi, John Christopher Slattery.
We are very near our conclusion, but I do want to ask all of the graduates, you didn't get here alone. All of the graduates, let's give a round of applause to your family and friends and those who supported you in getting to this day. And now, everybody, let's give one more giant round of applause to our class of 22 winter graduates. Best wishes to all of you, and on Wisconsin. To conclude our celebration today, please join the university's Meade-Witter School of Music Commencement Band in the singing of our alma mater varsity.